Hello, my name is Anto. I work at the organic farm as a baker, and the purpose of this video it is to show you how I do the bread in here. I'm going to make a very popular bread in the whole country, which is the Pão Alentejano, and I find the subject really interesting, and so I'd like to share to the viewers in the internet how I do the bread. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. We all use organic ingredients in our breads, starting by the wheat flour. We use chlorine-free water. Of course, we add some salt for the flavor, and our main ingredients, our massa mãe, that compose all of our bread ingredients. We start everything by adding the dry ingredients into our mixing bowl. We add the flour, followed by the salt. We allow to the salt incorporate a little bit, so we mix for a few seconds. Later we add the wet ingredients, which is our massa mãe. It's a wet nature culture. And then finally we add in the water. For our dough development, we use 2 stages of kneading. For the first 5 minutes, we allowed to the ingredients incorporate in each other, and then later, when it becomes like a dough, we pull it in the full speed, and it's about 35 to 40 minutes on this procedure. After the dough development reaches its strength, I cut the dough into pieces to be more easier to pull it in the containers. Of course, with these pieces I do a final kneading to put everything together. After that, we cover the dough with a cloth and a blanket, and then we allow it for ferment. In this case, for 30 degrees, it's going to be 2.5 hours to reach its potential. this stage, when the bread is fermenting, I set the oven on. This oven is very peculiar. We use pine shells to provide fuel to open fire into this oven. Another interesting fact, we use the cabbage leaves to prevent the overburn, to increase the flavor, also to create the color to the final bread. At this stage, the dough is already expanded, so it's time to give it shape. So I cut and then define the balls as a shape, and then we allowed to do kind of a second fermentation. We called it proofing. It could be for 30 to 50 minutes before enter to the oven. Before the dough enters to the oven, I usually clean up with a wet cloth, so I apply some water to remove the lips from the past furnace, but more importantly to get the right temperature. Usually depends of the day, of course, but usually at 230 to 260. It's the right temperature for the bread expands for like an hour. This is a very crucial part of the process. It's when the dough faces the oven. I pull it inside piece by piece. I make the head shape, and then of course the leaves that I cut before, I pull it there with the flour. oven and the temperatures are not equal in each area, I want to make sure that all the bread is being well baked, so I move the places between them. This is the last part of the process. This is when I remove the bread from the oven. Also, I took the remaining leaves at the bread and then I put it in the respective bags for our customers. And that's all. Thank you for watching the video.